Good morning, fitness partners. We are here this morning, which is Thursday, for Pilates Mat. Today we have a guest instructor. It's Kristen, who has worked out with us when she was little.
Younger.
It's a couple years ago.
And so taller than us.
She's back in to see Mom for Mother's Day. That's right, it's Mother's Day this weekend. So that's great. She's going to be with us. She is now in Myrtle Beach, and she's looking to get Pilates started in Myrtle Beach.
Trying to spread the word, trying to grow the community.
Yeah. So she will be taking care of you today. Diane and Darla will be here for her to make corrections on. So, besides that, guys, you know what we're doing today. We have what we have today. Tomorrow we have boot camp at 5, and on Saturday we're going to do our recovery workout on our YouTube page, Fitness Partners Workout Center YouTube channel. It's a channel, it's not a page. So, what can you do today? We've been missing you guys. None of you guys have been taking pics. We want you to take some pics. Interact with us. It's okay.
Put some hearts.
Put some hearts. Put some likes. They like hearts. So, anyways, I'm going to get out of the way, and I'll let these ladies give you a great workout today. Enjoy.
Yay.
Thanks, Kristen.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. Hi, guys. Welcome. The only prop we're going to need is a hand towel. You can take a kitchen towel, just your basic towel. Pretty much everyone should have one at home, so go ahead and grab that. If you don't have one nearby, don't stress over it. We're just using it for a little extra feedback, just using it as a tool, all right? Plop that to the side. We're gonna start standing, so come to the back edge of your mat, and I'm gonna have you start in Pilates first position. So our Pilates stance, I want you to squeeze the heels together, feel that zip up of the inner thighs, wrap into your glutes, and relax the shoulders down the back. We're just gonna take an inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and start to nod the chin towards the chest. Just hold right there. So in this position, your tailbone is still pointing straight down, ribs are pulling in. And then just roll yourself back up. Just little baby steps here. We're gonna sweep the arms up, take an inhale. And then exhale, round down, scoop the belly up, start to shift the weight a bit more into the balls of the feet so you feel how much you have to squeeze the inner thighs so you don't fall over. Hold about halfway, let the arms dangle. The head is heavy like a bowling ball at the end of your neck. And again, weight is still in the balls of the feet. Start to round yourself back up. You're gonna bring the arms with you overhead. Take an inhale. Exhale, dive up and over an imaginary fence here, so you're scooping the belly up. Now you're gonna roll all the way down. I want you to walk your hands up in 3 steps. 1, 2, by 3, you're in your plank position. So heels together, toes are apart like you have a little fishtail, and just hold here for a second. Just kind of find where you are today. The belly's scooping up. You're actively pressing the floor away, and just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, spin the heels apart, send your hips up, so you're finding your up stretch. It's called Pilates, your down dog in yoga. Just hold here for a second, melt the shoulder blades down the back, start to pedal your feet. Right heel lifts, left heel lifts, right and left. 8 more for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels back, shift your weight forward, find your plank position. Widen the stance of the feet slightly. Make sure that the hips are low, curl the tail under. You're gonna tap the opposite shoulder. Tap, tap. So it's just a little shift. You're not twisting. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the plank, walk your feet together. Make sure you're curling the tailbone under slightly. Tap the right foot outside the mat 8 times for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna alternate right, left. So the right and the left. Right and left. Make sure the shoulders are right over the wrists. Let's do 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully place the knees down. Take a child's pose just for a second here. Think of it as an active rest. So you're pulling the belly up, rounding through the spine. Just let the head be heavy. Start to roll yourself up vertebra by vertebra. That's the last thing to come up. And here we are on the mat. So go ahead and take a seat. Scooch towards the front edge of your mat because we're going to go into some roll-ups. Grab your towel, please. So the function of the towel, I really like it a lot to help connect to the lats and the serratus muscles. You just want to make sure you're relaxing your shoulders the entire time. If you're pulling the towel apart but your shoulders are raising, it kind of defeats the purpose. So you just want to just slide the shoulder blades down the back. You're going to have the legs together, squeeze the knees, squeeze your ankle bones, sit as tall as you can. Now pull that towel apart, keep it taut. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl back to the tips of the shoulder blades. And I'm thinking of almost sending the towel forward as I pull it apart and melt the shoulders down. Go back to the tips of the shoulder blades, hold, take an inhale. Exhale, send that towel forward, pull it apart, scoop the belly back, and sit tall. All right, we'll do it one more time. Take an inhale, exhale, curl it back. You're trying to send the low back down, the tips of shoulder blades and peel back up. Squeeze the inner thighs. You want to use the adductors. Now reach the legs long, turn them out. So here we are in our Pilates stance. Take an inhale. Exhale, keep sitting the towel forward, pull it apart, shoulders down. Now melt each vertebra all the way down to the mat. As you float the towel overhead, do not let your ribs splay apart. So keep the ribs heavy into the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl up, head, neck, and shoulders. Pull the towel apart, scoop the belly back, squeeze the inner thighs. Send the towel forward. Now we're going to go round over here. So you're going to drop your head, scoop the belly up. Notice your shoulders. Are they in your ears? Melt them down your back. And again, vertebra by vertebra, you roll down. Think of that strand of pearls visual. One little pearl at a time. Float the towel overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen the abdominals. Pull the towel apart. Send it forward. Let the head be heavy. Now I want you to just round back halfway. So I'm behind my tailbone. If you need more of a challenge, you go a little lower. If you need to take the edge off, come up a little higher. Keep the towel taut as you twist to the right and center and left and center. I like to inhale, then exhale through center. But if that doesn't feel right to you, I don't have a problem with you switching it. I just like to deepen the exhale so I feel my transverse abdominals through center. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep pulling the waist back. Let's do 4 and center. Very 3 and center. 2, make sure that the legs aren't moving. 1, hold center, float the towel up and forward. So as the towel goes up, slide those shoulder blades down your back. Think of sliding them down and kind of widening them on your back. Up and down. Very 3. Exhale. Hope you're smiling at home too. And one more time. Good. Now melt all the way down. Ooh, hug the knees into your chest. Give a little rock side to side. So again, the towel just kind of helps you connect to your back body, which sometimes we forget about. So just kind of keep an eye on the shoulders, make sure they're pressing down. Hook your right foot. We're just going to take a second here to take an IT band stretch. You can keep your left leg bent, or if you have the range, go ahead and straighten it, but we don't want to be forceful with it. So keeping the leg as straight as you can, that right leg straight, you're going to turn the leg out slightly, cross the midline, and then start to pull up towards your left shoulder. All the while, I'm trying to keep my right booty cheek down on the mat, to trying to keep the pelvis level. Just short and sweet here. Then we're going to open it to the side, butterfly the left leg, trying to keep the pelvis level. We're just preparing for our leg circles in a second. And then come back through center. And let's go ahead and switch. Now I know it's a short towel, so if it's challenging, I totally get it. Just bend that right knee. Turn your left leg out, cross the midline. Pull the left foot towards the right shoulder. Tailbone's nice and heavy. Just breathing here, keeping that long spine. Then just drift the leg open to the side. Butterfly your right leg open. Tailbone is heavy here. Keeping that idea of a long spine. And then come back through center. All right. So we're going to go into a variation of the hundreds with the towel. You're going to thread your legs so they're up and over on the other side of the towel. Keep the towel taut, of course. You won't hear me say otherwise. You're going to curl up your head, neck, and shoulders. So on the tips of my shoulder blades, I'm sending the towel away from my
sits bones. Pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten the legs, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Keep going. And exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Always thinking of sending the towel away from your sits bones. If you need to come back to tabletop, go for it. Keep that long spine. You have 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. This is your last set. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug it in. All right. Set that towel aside. All right, so for our leg circles, you can keep your left leg bent or straight. I'm gonna go ahead and straighten the leg, and let's flex the left foot. Right leg to the ceiling. If your hamstrings are a little tight, micro bend to the right knee. We're gonna cross inside first. We're gonna circle in, out, up, hold at the top. In, out, and hold. Keep going. So remember, this isn't a leg exercise as much as it's a stability exercise for your powerhouse. The leg is just adding a little bit of a stability challenge. You could get even bigger with the circles if you like, as long as the pelvis is still. Let's do one more time in this direction. Hold the top, reverse it. We go out, cross, hold. Out, cross, hold. Play with that range of motion. That bottom foot is flexed. Beautiful, let's do 4. Good, really squeeze across. 3, yep. For 2, so good. One more time, hold at the top. Float your left leg to 45 degrees, hands behind the head. Peel up your head, neck, and shoulders. Elbows are wide, and you're just gonna switch your legs. Switch, switch. Tailbone stays anchored. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your left knee in, right leg long. Flex that right foot. Unfold your left leg. Here we are on the other side. Hands are by your side. Let's cross in, out, and hold. So the breath is inhale, exhale at the top. That exhale acts as your brakes. Circle and up. Maybe play with the circle being smaller. See if you feel more of a connection to your abdominals. Maybe it needs to be bigger. Just explore. 2 more. And hold one more time. Let's reverse it. Out, squeeze across, and hold. Out, squeeze, and hold. Imagine you're getting longer through your spine. The back is trying to imprint. You will have a little bit of a neutral spine with the low back, but keep the back ribs down. Let's do 2 more. Cross and up. Good, cross. Hold at the top. Float that right leg 45 degrees, hands behind the head. Peel up the head, neck, and shoulders. Elbows are super wide here. Switch and switch. Switch, switch. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Gentle rock side to side. Toes together, knees apart. We're going to roll like a ball. This will probably be familiar to most of you. Keep the heels close to your sits bones. Take an inhale. Exhale, rock up and hold. So look towards your belly. Float the elbows up. Press the shoulders down. Inhale back. Exhale up. All you have to do is breathe. Inhale. Notice how that breath, especially the exhale, just floats you up. And those transverse abdominals, again, are acting as your brakes at the very top. You don't need much momentum at all. Actually, no momentum. What am I saying? No momentum. All control. One more time. Hold at the top. All right, here's some fun ones. So, tabletop leg, like an open tabletop. You're gonna bring the tips of the elbows to the tips of the knees. Have you guys done this one? Oh, it's so fun. All right, so you have magnets. Don't let them come apart. Rock to the middle of the back. Exhale up. Scoop. Yeah, right? Inhale back. Exhale, scoop. Ooh, you have to pull those low abs in and up like crazy. 3 more. My magnets. 2 more.
You're not very strong.
We need stronger magnets. One more time. Holy cow. Good. Now, you're going to hug your legs. I'm pressing my legs out into my arms, pulling my arms into my legs. You rock back. Exhale. Same thing. You're trying to keep the knees in the little crook of the arm. Whose idea was this? 3 more. Good, one more time. Holy cow, okay. All right, bring the legs together. Reach them long. If that's not for you, keep them in tabletop, palms up. Circle the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tabletop, melt, melt. Melt yourself down, hug your knees in. So we're not going to do the entire series of 5. I hope I haven't broken anybody's heart with that. We're just going to kind of jump around. So for a little added support, slide your hands right under your booty cheeks, legs up, heels together, toes apart. You can also have your hands by your side. You can be curled up. Just listen to your body, whatever works best for your low back, do that. You're going to inhale as you lower the legs down, hold for a second. Exhale, use those low abdominals to bring the legs back up. Keep going. So as you're doing this, you're actively squeezing your heels together. Imagine you're holding a penny and you don't want to drop it. Inhale down and exhale up. Keep going. You should find a little bit of a connection to the glutes as well. Inner thighs. Your low abdominals, yes, they're doing a bulk of the work, but you want the entire lower body to be active.
Use $100 bills here.
Oh yeah, penny. I'm like in depression. I'm into depression. I'm like, all I got is pennies.
They will really hold $100.
Yeah, well that's true. That's true. You gotta fight for it. Yeah, we need motivation. All right, you're gonna lower down halfway and hold. I used to say credit card, but flex the feet. And you're gonna do little beats in, just teeny tiny beats. Here, 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 here. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hug the knees into your chest. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna mix up, instead of doing our regular crisscross, we're just gonna mix it up a little bit. You're gonna bring your legs to the ceiling. Now lower them to 45 degrees. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders. I want you to twist to your right so that both shoulder blades are up off the mat. Right leg only is gonna lower. For 5, exhale up. 4, exhale up. 3, 2, exhale on the way up. One more time, stay in that twist. Left leg, down, up, down, up. For 3, good. Yep, 2, exactly. One more time. Bring the legs up and just pass on through to the left side. Try to get that left shoulder blade up. Legs are at the high diagonal. Left leg lowers. Down, up, down, up. If you need more of a challenge, you lower your right leg a little bit more. If you need to take the edge off, you bring it up a little bit. Good. One more time and then you twist. This is a hard one to demonstrate. Like, say and do. Go ahead, twist. Oh, I'm sorry, stay in that twist, other leg down and up. Darla's like, I got this. Keep going. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Hug it in and rest. Yeah, I could not speak and do that at the same time. I was like,
Got it.
come on, you guys. Good. It's nice, right? Kind of mixes it up.
I like it.
Good, good. All right, so now we are going to do crisscross, but it's just going to be quick. So right leg, left leg, we're going to twist right, left. We're going to take it as a little bit more of a cardio burst, but as you're doing this, shoulder blades are lifted up off the mat. The pelvis is flat. Let's do 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Hug it in. All right, grab that trusty towel. How are we doing on time? I could do this all day. I'm just like, it's like noon. I'm like, now we're gonna, all right. So you're gonna reach your right leg long. Left leg is bent. We're gonna go into our single leg teaser. Pull that towel apart so my hands are about a little wider than shoulder distance apart. Take an inhale. On your exhale, squeezing your thighs. Send the towel forward, pull it apart, press your shoulders down and lift tall. And then lower down. It should make your single leg teaser a little easier because you're sure to incorporate your lats if you press those shoulders down and pull the towel apart. You can always keep a bend to the right knee, but no matter what, hold your $100 bill between your knees this time.
There we go.
Don't drop it. Roar up in the ante. And let's switch sides. Left leg long. Pull the towel apart. Ribs are heavy as you peel yourself up. So it's a big multitasker. There's a lot to think about. You want to squeeze the inner thighs just as much as you pull your waist back and pull that towel apart. And then we just have one more. Beautiful. Squeeze the inner thighs, melt all the way down. Fabulous. Into our full teaser. Dun, dun, dun. Legs can be tabletop. there. Is teaser the favorite at home?
The favorite.
So I'll give you all the options real quick. Feet can be down, tabletop, 45, or if you've been doing this for a while, they hover right over the mat. All right? Arms by your ears. Take an inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly back, pull the top apart, press your shoulders down. Squeeze your $100 bill between your heels, melt down. Inhale, exhale up. Whew. Melt down. One more time, we're gonna hold at the top. Good, now, curl back to the tips of your shoulder blades. Keep pulling the towel apart, press the shoulders down. Curl up. Whew. 2 more. Exhale. Use your breath, one more time. Woo, all the way up. Take a stretch. Grab your feet. And just round over. And then point through your toes. And just bring yourself right on up. All right, let's do some sideline. So let's say on our left side first. I'm gonna, kind of stay at this angle. It should be fine. All right, so we're gonna start with the legs parallel, and my jacket's like eating my face. I'm still here, there you are. All right, so legs are slightly forward to the hips. I want you to imagine your top leg is longer than your bottom leg, and let's go ahead and flex the feet. You're just gonna lift that leg so it's hip height, little circles. Hands can be behind the head for a bit more of a stability challenge. If you need the right fingertips down, that is totally fine. Just kind of check in now again, see how your stability is doing. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, ribs are pulling in. Right leg has never been longer. For 3, 2, and 1, and then you're gonna reverse it. And back. Keep going, my jacket's eating my face. Verse 6, 5, 4,
Well, not a jacket.
3, 2, 1. You're gonna hold at the top. Keep that leg at the same height. You're gonna internally rotate, externally rotate. So it's not changing height at all. You're just kind of rotating the femur in the socket. Get a little bit more range with each repetition. But keeping your alignment, of course, you don't want the pelvis to move. 2 more. And open, right, it gets in there. And now back to parallel, just pulse the leg up, 10, 9, 8, 7, keep a lift to the left side of the waist, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower the leg down, and now we're gonna turn the legs out. So I'm back into my little mermaid tail. Lift the top leg, hip height, and then you're just gonna stretch long through the right toes. Now think of pressing your bottom leg into the mat as you circle your right leg. So that bottom leg is active too, pressing down as you're just calmly circling that right leg, but it's on fire. You're trying to work for that external rotation, activate the bottom leg, don't forget about it. I'm shaking, reverse it, back to go front. So it's all about alignment here. I'm kind of checking in with those details. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. So now turning the legs out, we're going to stay in that mermaid tail position. You can bring the legs forward if you need to take the edge off a little bit. Using your obliques and your inner thighs, you're going to lift the legs. Lift and lift. For 8, 7, 6, get longer. 5, 4, 3, that's it. For 2, hold at the top. Now just the bottom leg lowers and lifts for 6. Squeeze, 4, squeeze, 3, squeeze like a little gator chomp. And rest. So good. Let's just do the other side, short and sweet. But these exercises, as you know from working with Darla and Diane, it's really, they're designed to only have to do a few repetitions if you're doing them correctly. So we shouldn't have to do like 100. If you do 8 really clean ones, you're gonna feel it. So we're gonna keep with the legs parallel, flex the feet. Legs are slightly forward the hips. Go ahead and lift that top leg up and start to circle. Send energy out of your heel. Imagine that leg getting longer with each repetition. Keeping a little bit of a lift to the right side of the waist. So many things to think about. Let's do 4. And 2. And 1. Just reverse it. back should go front. Don't forget about the back of the circle, back. And back, sometimes we just kind of keep it in front of us. Forget about the glute. 4 more, get longer. For 2, again, keep that bottom leg energized, pressing the floor. Hold it up, you're gonna turn the leg in, turn it out. So again, imagine that femur just rotating in the socket. It's not about the pelvis moving. Trying to keep that leg lifted about hip height or higher. Let's do 3 more sets. And 2. And 1. Hold there. Pulse it up parallel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Turn the legs out. Press your bottom leg into the mat. Lift your left leg, point through the toes, and circle forward to go back. Getting longer through your spine. Energy through that bottom leg. When you feel like you're really burning out that top leg, place a little more focus to the bottom leg. It just kind of changes where your mental energy is going. And then reverse it. For 8, 7, 6. Keep turning out that top leg. For 2, 1. Oh my goodness. All right, keep that mermaid tail. We're gonna lift it up off the mat. Legs can come slightly forward. You're gonna lift up, down. Squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the heels, use your obliques, get longer. Verse 7, 6, 5, 4, 2 more. Hold at the top, bottom leg, down, squeeze up for 8, squeeze, 7, squeeze, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, go ahead and lay on your back. Did I forget anything? No. All right, so you're gonna lay on your back, and we're just gonna take a little bridging series. But before we do that, let's go ahead and stretch the hips. So we're gonna take a figure 4, flex both feet. This should feel good. You can either hold behind the hamstring, or you can hold under your left knee. Regardless, I want you to actually keep your tailbone heavy as you pull the legs towards you. And then just give it a little rock side to side. Maybe you'll find some sticky spots. Woo. And then go ahead and just slowly switch. Again, I like to keep the feet flexed, a little safer for the joints. You can hold behind your right hamstring or right shin. Pull the legs towards you as you sink your tailbone down. And then just give a little rock side to side. We're finding some things.
They were working.
Yeah. All right, and then I just want you to come into a hook line position so your feet are down, knees are bent. We're gonna do some single leg bridging. If at any point you feel like it's a little unsteady, a little unstable, maybe it's going to your back, go ahead and keep both feet down, okay? Just listen to your bodies at home. Be safe. Right leg in tabletop. Now, my pelvis is gonna track straight up and down. I'm not gonna let that right hip lag behind. So you're gonna lift the hips up and down. And we're just starting in tabletop. Sometimes this is fun to do with a resistance band if you have one at home and want to throw that on. And lift and lower. Let's do 5, 4. Chest is nice and open, neck is long. For 2. Hold at the top, straighten the leg. You're gonna point to lower, flex to lift. Range of motion is different for everybody. You're just trying to keep the hips high. Engage the abdominals. Engage your glute. 3 more. 2, 1. Now, bend your knee back to tabletop. Try to stay lifted. You're gonna open that leg 2 inches to the side and close. Like 2 to 6 inches. Don't get too crazy with it, but you're trying to keep the right hip lifting and the pelvis level, exactly. So engage those low abdominals like crazy. Keep pressing down into your left heel. Good, yeah, 2 more. And again, listen to your body as far as range, 1 more time. And then just go ahead and melt the hips down. And then you'll lower the foot, switch to the other side. Do you guys feel that like your low abdominals?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Good, all right, good news. Left leg, tabletop. You're just gonna lift and lower. So it's just important that you're engaged in your abdominals to help support the low back and keep the hips nice and level here. There's going to be a tendency for that left hip now to want to lag behind. Send it up. 3 and 2. Chest is open. You can use your arms. Hold at the top. Extend your leg. Point to lower. Flex, lift. Think of that leg getting longer. Pelvis is level, of course. For 5, 4, 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. Now, leg to tabletop. You're going to slightly open to the side. You might feel different on this side. Maybe you can go further. Maybe you need to reel it in a little bit. I know for me, this is my tricky side. That leg's not going very far. Open and close. Open and close. Good. Keep the knee right over the hip. 2. Yeah. One more time. Go ahead and lower the hips and then place the foot down. Really, really good. Yeah, I like that one. So we're gonna work from a little turned out position here. You're gonna find like a diamond shape with the legs. You're gonna flex your toes up off the mat. Squeeze your heels actively together. You're just gonna lift the hips straight up and straight down. Think of a slight curl to the tail, but we are moving a little bit more in one piece than worrying about articulation right at this moment. Feel that active squeeze of the heels. Notice what that does to your glutes. It should turn on your glutes a little bit more. Maybe you'll even feel inner thighs. Up and down. And just notice if your hips are tracking straight up and down. They might kind of rock side to side or want to kind of go on their own little journey. Just keep checking in. Send them straight up and down. One more time. Hold at the top. You're going to tweeze the knees together, apart. I like to think of Suzanne Summers' Thigh Master here, right? Isn't that just what this is, no matter how you slice it? We definitely have Thigh Masters right now that we're working. And squeeze. And squeeze. So you should feel inner thighs for 5. Can you lift the hips higher? Very 3. Squeeze 2. And 1. Open the knees. Now melt your spine down. You're going to come back to parallel with the feet. This will just feel good. We're going to articulate through the spine a little bit more. Take an inhale. Now on your exhale, you're going to curl the tail under. Peel each vertebra off the mat. Keep those hips high. Now float your arms overhead. Leave them there as you melt your spine down. Think of pulling up through the pelvic floor all the way through your center as you articulate the spine down. Tailbone heavy at the bottom, arms are still overhead. Inhale. Exhale, peel up, curl the tail under. Find that nice articulation. Bring your hands back down by your side. Melt your spine down, pulling up through the pelvic floor, keeping those knees tracking straight ahead. And then just hug the knees in. So we're just gonna rock ourselves up to be seated. And I want you to grab your towel again, and the legs are gonna be forward. Now, if it's tricky to stay sitting tall in this position, you can sit on a yoga block, or you can just bend the knees slightly. I'm gonna keep my knees bent. I just feel like I find a little more height here. So you're gonna pull that towel apart, shoulders are relaxed. I just want you to twist to the right. Inhale, exhale through center. And to the left, inhale, exhale. So the legs are not moving. You're twisting from your waist. And twist. The inhale is to create a little bit more space between each vertebra on the twist. Exhale through center, hold. Now towel overhead, relax those shoulders. Again, getting tall. Use your abdominals to lift out of your pelvis. Twist right. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. One more time each side like this with that breath pattern. Hold center. We're going to switch the breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. Let all that air go, wring out the lungs. Come back through center. Inhale. Exhale, twist, but do not get shorter, get taller. If you're starting to feel your hips grip, bend the knees a little. Come through center. And one more time. Through center. Now, spine stretch. You're going to reach the towel forward. Scoop your belly back. So my nose is behind my knees. It should feel like somebody's trying to pull that towel away from you as you pull back from your abdominals. And then I want you to just sit tall. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly back. As you reach that towel away from you, drop the shoulders. And sit tall.
One more time. So it's finding that, kind of creating that opposition for yourself, reaching the towel away as you pull your waist back and sit tall. Good. All right, so now release towel for a second. You're gonna, but keep it in your hands. You're gonna bring the right leg forward, the left leg back. So we're in like a little Z position. Again, we're just gonna take a little twist here. Let's keep the towel straight forward. You just make sure at home that you're not letting the towel lead the way. Keep your hands straight out from your shoulders, all right? Sit nice and tall. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. Come through center. We're gonna stay in that direction. Twist. Start to notice your low abdominals. Think like right above your pubic bone, so below your belly button. Supporting your placement and almost trying to anchor that left sits bone down a little bit more. So it's your muscles doing the work, not just gravity. Let's twist to the left. You spiral, come through center. Think of getting taller as you twist, and center. So it's just nice and gentle. We're just taking a moment, kind of connect to our rotation. Get a little more movement. One more time. And twist, and center. Fantastic. Go ahead and switch sides. It should just feel good. Feel good. Yeah. Kind of it's a little reset. Pull that towel apart. Send those shoulders down the back. Find your low abs to try to send that right sits bone down. Let's rotate to the left. You're gonna twist and come through center. Twist. I'm almost thinking of sending my right hip back as I twist to the left. So you don't want to take your pelvis with you, if that makes sense. Twist. One more time. And now to the right. Twist, get taller. You might start to find a little bit more weight into that right sits bone. Twist. For 2. And 1. So good. Get rid of the towel. Bing. And you're gonna lay on your stomach. Oh, you know what? Don't lay on your stomach yet. Okay? There's an exercise. Have you heard of nerve flossing? No. Okay, it kind of comes from part of the floss. We're not flossing too much. We all just stand up and start flossing. People are like, they've lost their minds. So I love this exercise. I just want to remember to share it with you and kind of get your reaction to it. So it kind of stems from like gyrokinesis, gyrotonic work. It's the description sounds funny, but just stick with me. You're gonna be like, what are you doing? Arms to the side. Relax your shoulders, of course. You're gonna hold giant doorknobs. That's the part that's kind of like, but it makes sense. It's effective. So I have big doorknobs in each hand. My shoulders are down. Now I'm feeling like somebody's pulling those doorknobs away from my center. You're gonna rotate the right arm forward, the left arm back, and then other forward. Yep, so you just keep alternating, twisting. Somebody also described it as like twisting off jar lids. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's kind of that sensation. And you can do both arms forward and both arms back, but I kind of like the alternating right forward, left back, and vice versa. Now imagine somebody's pulling those doorknobs or those jars further away from you. Get a little taller. You'll probably feel some like weirdness going on in your nerves. For me, I have some stuff going on my left side, so I really feel it through my left wrist. And you want to keep the palms actively flexed. You just have like little bear claw fingers. Now, hold center. Both are going to go forward and back. Forward and back. For 5. Open. 4. Open. 3. 2. 1. And rest. We're not going to stay there all day. Do you feel like it's a nice opener? It just kind of prepares you for a little more shoulder work, which is what we're going to do on our belly. So yeah, and like for me, I just have some stuff kind of going through my left arm. Yeah, it's interesting. So anyways. Thank you. Great. You're welcome. I love that one. All right, so you're gonna lay on your belly. I know it's not Pilates, but it's kind of in the world. It's in the world of it. So on your belly, everybody, hands are right on the shoulders. Legs can be apart. We're not gonna worry about staying in a super classical position with heels together, but keep the heels only about 2 to 3 inches apart. Head is down, hug the elbows in. Going into swan. You're gonna inhale as you lift. Feel like you're getting longer out of your low back. And then exhale as you lower. So you're hugging those elbows in the entire time. And then think of sending your sternum forward as you lower. Relax your glutes just a little bit here. Just make sure you're not overly working them. Think more about those postural muscles. Shoulder blades just melting down the back. And just one more time here. Lift. And lower down. Good. You're gonna bring your arms into a cactus position or goalpost, whichever visual you want to connect to. Now we're gonna go skydiving. You're gonna float the legs up and the arms up and just hold. So your chest is lifted, arms are lifted, thighs are lifted, and you're getting longer here. Just hold, hold, hold. Or imagine like a little flying squirrel through the air. Whee! For 3, 2, 1, lower down. We're gonna lift up again, but we're gonna add on. You're gonna lift up, hold. Now going into a lat pull, reach the arms forward, pull them back. So I'm thinking of sending my elbows towards my hips. As the arms come forward, make sure the shoulder blades are melting down your back the entire time. Let's do 3 more. Pull back, yep, create resistance. 1, come back to that goalpost and rest down. All right, so now we're gonna go into a little bit of that rotation, not with our little jar hands, but just with long hands. You're gonna keep your feet down, arms are in a T. You're gonna lift up, just keep your focus 2 inches in front of you. Rotate forward, rotate open. So the height of my chest stays lifted. I'm not lowering and lifting. I'm just rotating, feeling like I'm getting a bigger wingspan with each repetition. Belly's pulling in, support your back, and open. 2, and open. 1, and open. Arms forward, rest them down. We're gonna get ready for swimming. So bringing the legs together, preparing for our swimming. You're gonna lift your right arm, left leg. Hold here for a second. You wanna make sure that the shoulders and the hips are square, exactly, and you're gonna lower back down. Then you're gonna lift your left arm and your right leg, stay nice and square. Lower down. Now lift that right arm, left leg, your chest, your gaze is 2 inches in front of you, and you're gonna go right into your swimming. Right, left, right, left. Good. Can you lift the chest higher and get longer out of your lower back? Let's do 8, 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. So good.
Hardest exercise.
Swimming is crazy hard. It is crazy hard. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and press back into your child's pose, please. Scoop your belly up. So this is a little bit more of an active rest. Belly's pulling up, head is heavy. I kind of like to think of the visual of like a turtle that's retracted back in its shell, so you still see the nice rounded spine, but the head is fully dropped. And then I want you to walk your hands to the right diagonal, scooping the left side of your waist up just a little bit more to get that nice stretch through the left side of the back. And then slowly walking to the left side, scooping the right side of the waist up. Breathing into your back. And then walk your hands through your center. Curl your tail under as you send your sacrum behind you. Roll yourself up. And I just want to finish with a little bear plank into push-ups. But I lied because I actually want to do side plank instead of bear plank. Okay. Because we only have a few minutes, so I just want to get this side plank in. I love it. You're going to come on down to your left forearm. Like I said, I do this all day. I like this exercise, not this exercise. All right, so you're in your side plank. You can have your right foot in front of your left. You can have the feet stacked. You can even have your knees down. I want you to lift up into your side plank. All you're gonna do is pulse your hips up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. You can stay there and repeat that, or you can come up onto your left hand. Find your side plank. I have my right foot in front of my left. Now, I'm going to sweep that arm under, try to reach for your left foot. Open back to the side plank. Sweep and reach. Now be careful, it's a lot to ask of the shoulder, so just listen to your body. Scoop the belly up as you reach. 2 more. Scoop. And open. 1 more time. Scoop. And open. Have a seat. Same thing, other side.
On your elbow or straight arm?
That I had straight arm for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't going that
It's a lot for the shoulder, so
Yeah.
if it's a little too unstable, just repeat the first series. Yeah.
Stay down.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Or you can even take that reach and just stay on the elbow. So we're in our nice plank position. Maybe bottom knee is down if you need a modification. Pulse up. Up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Maybe you come up onto your hand if that's okay for you. Left foot is forward. Take that side plank first. Now pass the arm through, twist, try to reach for your right ankle. Not that you're necessarily going to touch it, but maybe you can. Twist, reach. And
how short your legs are.
right, I'm like, I'm not reaching that ankle. No, at least not today. And twist. One more time. And twist. Oh my goodness. All right. Come onto your hands and knees or full plank position. For our final set of push-ups, we're just gonna do 8. I'm gonna keep my knees down. Just no matter what, make sure you take your hips with you. Don't leave your booty behind. 8 push-ups. Here we go for 8. Elbows in. 7. 6. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. We're gonna find our plank. We're just walking through it. Hands back to the toes. Head is heavy, and I want you to find your Pilates first position just like we started. Let the head just hang. Maybe the knees are bent if you need a little relief for the hamstrings. On your exhale, so take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to zip the inner thighs together. You're gonna start to stack your spine. Think of pointing your tailbone straight down to the floor. Head is the very last thing to come up. We're gonna take 3 breaths all together. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, let everything go. Inhale. Let go of any tension. One more time, a hold at the top. Press away in 5 counts. 5, get taller. 4, 3, 2, taller, and 1. And enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. This is so fun.
Kristen, they are all happy, so it's like they did a wonderful job. They're not complaining. So that's a good thing. All right, you guys, remember, we want you to share, to take a pic. Let us know how you enjoyed it. Give us some thumbs up, some hearts, whatever you got. Remember, the rest of the week, Friday, we have boot camp here at 5 o'clock. On Saturday, we have the recovery workout on our YouTube Fitness Partners Workout Center channel. And on Sunday, it's Mother's Day Yoga with Orly. It's at 10:30. So we hope you have a great weekend. If your mom's around, make sure you call her, give her a hug, something. Thanks for teaching for us today.
This is so fun. Thank you. Thanks for joining, you guys.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody. Bye.